Me Goodman as we head to Brazil. The Olympics are continuing in Rio de Janeiro, where Stanford swimmer Simone Manuel has made history, becoming the first African-American female swimmer to win an Olympic medal in an individual event. Manuel tied Canadian swimmer Penny Oleksiak in the 100-meter freestyle. Both women won gold medals and set a new Olympic record. After winning, Simone Manuel said, quote, "It means a lot, especially with what's going on in the world today. Some of the issues of police brutality. This win hopefully brings hope and change to some of the issues that are going on. My color just comes with the territory," she said. Simone Manuel's win was only one of a number of historic Olympic events over the last week. Usain Bolt of Jamaica won the 100-meter dash in 9.81 seconds Sunday night, making him the only person to ever win the 100-meter race 3 times. He was Jamaican. American swimmer Michael Phelps scored his 23rd gold medal when the U.S. won the men's 4x100-meter medley relay. Phelps is now the most decorated Olympian in all history. African-American gymnast Simone Biles scored her 3rd gold medal when she became the first American woman to win the Olympic vault individual. And tennis player Monica Puig won Puerto Rico's first gold medal in Olympic history. Joining us now is Jesse Washington, senior writer for The Undefeated, covering the Olympics from Rio. Jesse, thanks so much for being with us. Talk about these significant wins, Jesse. Why don't you begin with Simone Biles?
Well, Simone is the greatest gymnast of all time by popular acclaim, by the testimony of the gymnasts who have come before her. And there's a lot of pride in the black community about that. To see a young black woman excelling on the world stage, it has a lot of significance for a community that still can feel marginalized and forgotten and not appreciated.
And she has an amazing life story, Simone Biles, who was born in Columbus, Ohio. Is that right? And with her connection, both her family being raised by her grandparents and her connection to Belize, which is also celebrating.
She does have an amazing story, and she's had to overcome a lot of adversity, and she has a tough relationship with her mom, even to this day. And so that creates more of an underdog spirit, and I think it also kind of plays into some of these stereotypes that a lot of the media likes to see about young black athletes growing up in these troubled areas, drugs, parents, that kind of thing. And so that's made her story more attractive for a narrative. But at the same time, she had a set of grandparents that took her in that were prosperous. Her grandparents were able to build $1 million gym for her to train in. So that's not something you think about often when you see a young black athlete.
Right. Her mother had drug problems. Her kid and her 4 children, Simone being one of them, she was losing them. And her grandparents took her and her sibling, in, and then raise them. And the country of Belize?
You know, I don't know much about the country of Belize with her. I'm not up on that aspect of her story.
Yeah, her grandmother, who raised her as her mother, was from Belize. But talk overall about the significance of the Rio Olympics with the kind of historic wins you've been covering.
Well, I work for The Undefeated, which is a website about race and sports. And so we're very attuned to a lot of the racial dynamics that are going down here. Our audience is very interested in firsts and in successful black athletes, athletes of color, black women who overcome odds to do great things. And there's been a number of moments like that here in these Rio Olympics. Simone Manuel being one of the best examples as the first black swimmer to win an individual gold medal. Now, when you start getting into these firsts, sometimes it's the first black woman to win an individual, the first black woman to win a relay, first left-handed black swimmer to win a medal on a Tuesday. So it shows that there's still a hunger for these firsts to be recognized. But overlooked in the whole Simone Manuel, indeed a historic accomplishment, is that Simone and her teammate Leah Neal, who have both been being asked all these black swimmer questions, they're ready to just be swimmers. And I asked Leah when I had a chance to sit down with her, how do you feel about always getting asked leading into these Olympics, black swimmer, black swimmer, black swimmer? And she said, it can be tough. And Simone Manuel told me it weighs me down a little bit. And when I got in the pool to win that gold, I had to get rid of the weight of the whole black community. So it's interesting how these narratives can really form, and we think that we're praising and celebrating these athletes, but it can be tough for them. Nevertheless, it has been a big deal here in Rio, and a black woman won the first U.S. medal in the shot put ever, first gold medal ever. The Shot Diva. If you haven't been on the Shot Diva's Instagram, you got to go there, get yourself some clothes, some makeup. She's really cool. So there's been a lot of moments like that here in Rio, and it's been pretty awesome to see.
I want to turn to Simone Manuel. Well, the first African-American woman to win an individual swimming gold medal, asked about the significance of her victory immediately after the race. She was speaking to NBC.
You are the first African-American woman to medal in an individual event in swimming. What does that mean to you, Simone?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, this medal is not just for me. It's for a whole bunch of people who have came before me and have been inspiration to me. Maritza, Colin, and it's for all the people after me who believe they can't do it. And I just want to be inspiration to others that you can do it.
After Simone Manuel was awarded the gold medal, she said, quote, "It means a lot, especially with what's going on in the world today, some of the issues of police brutality. This win hopefully brings hope and change to some of the issues that are going on. My color just comes with the territory," she said. She also said, "Just coming into this race, I kind of tried to take the weight of the black community off my shoulders, which is something I carry with me. Just being in this position, I want to be an inspiration, but I'd like there to be a day when it's not Simone, the black swimmer," as you said, Jesse, Washington.
Yes, she did say she would like it to be not Simone, the black swimmer. And that's because I asked her, are you ready to move past this? Haven't we got enough firsts now to just say, all right, we can be finished with the race question in swimming? We've had a gold medal in the year 2000. We've had golds and world records and all types of swimmers. And she's ready to do that. And she also said, calling me the first black swimmer makes it seem like I can't swim fast, that I can't break records. It almost has this sort of affirmative action type feel to it. So I think that one of the reasons why this narrative developed is I was at the press conference with Simone after her historic win, and there were at least 100 journalists there from around the world. There were 50, 60 cameras. And I looked around the room, and I was the only black journalist in the room. And I checked every face and behind every camera. And to me, that really said something. So everyone is fixated on this first thing because that's, in their minds, justifiably so. They feel like I'm praising you, I'm giving you your props, I'm recognizing this historic thing. But you have to look deeper than that sometimes, and you have to look at how these athletes feel, the weight that they carry with them. I'm wearing a shirt right now, I don't know if you could see it, from the '68 Olympics, one of the most famous Olympic moments, where the 200-meter medalists gave the Black Power salute on the medal stand. They were kicked out of the Olympics. Their careers were over because they took a moment to say, listen, black folks need their rights to be respected in the United States. So the fact that we're still dealing with this all these years later, and that we're still looking for first in the Olympics, we're still looking to black athletes as the spokesman for black America and the spokeswomen for black America instead of athletes, I think it's time to change the narrative.